Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be doing a contact lens review and it's not from OLENS, it's not from HAPAKRISTIN, it will be from MOODYLENSES. Now this is my first time trying them and I did tell myself for the year 2023, I do want to expand in terms of trying other contact lens brand, you know, and so I thought why not try Moody, because I have heard of this contact lens from my friend Judy and one of it she absolutely loved it, so I was like, you know what, I need to grab some of this to give it a try. I decided to get the Teenage Daydream collection, but I did not realize that they actually have how many colors? 20 colors in the collection. I'm still trying to get to know the brand itself, so correct me if I'm wrong in terms of, you know, the coloring and stuff, but I believe that they have 20 colors and I'm going to collect them all, you know, just like Pokemon, I'm going to get them all. So this will be like a part 1 video where I'll be doing a review on this 5 and hopefully I get to do 3 more parts of the other colors, and you know, by then I will have them all, because you know, with my channel I really like to have a full collection of the contact lenses, because once I accumulate them, then it's easier for me to understand all of this contact lens from this specific brand and do all these comparisons that you guys tend to enjoy with my other brands like OLENS and HAPAKRISTIN. I hope that makes sense, and it's a really long intro, but without further ado, let's get this review started. So with this collection, I did say that they have 20 colors. I do have 5 colors here, and I have to say guys, like the packaging, I love the pastel on the top. I like that the colors are on the top, because when I do organize in my drawer, I can see what colors I want to go for. And I do have to say that with this collection, or I don't know, in general Moody, but one thing really attracted me to this collection is that when I browse on the website and looking at all the close-up pictures, I really like this color scheme that they have, and it really shows you like what colors they have in each contact lenses. So I will feature them in my close-up as well, so you guys will see what I mean. But I really like that, because then I go, oh, there's blue in this, there's grey in this, there's black in this, you know, it's quite cool to see that. And a lot of it has seemed like for this collection is all like 3-tone color, which I think is pretty awesome. In terms of the pricing, these are $18, which I think is actually really affordable, considering that this is actually a daily disposable. So one box actually have 10 pieces, which means that it's 5 years usage. And I do have to say, I'm actually really surprised that it's in a square box, because usually when I get square box, it means like it's like monthly, but I like that they actually put it in like stack of like, I think 5? Is it? No, stack of 3, and then they stack it up to make it into a square box, which I think is actually really cute. The overall diameter is actually 14.1mm, but the graphic diameter, which is what you see on the eyes, is actually 13.3mm. My first impression of this contact lens is when I picked it up, I could feel how heavy and how like silicone this textures. I don't know, sorry, I'm really bad explaining the feeling. And so when I first touched it, I was like, ooh, I don't know how it's gonna feel on my eyes. But surprisingly, when I put it on my eye, it actually feels very comfortable, like as if I'm not wearing contact lens, which is very interesting. And I didn't even have to use eye drops. Usually with other brands, I have to use eye drop after using this because it does dry my eyes. But so far, I've been using this contact lens for the last few hours, and it hasn't really dried out, which I'm actually very surprised. So I guess because of the texture that they have, I'll put like the name, you know, here so you guys know what it is. Maybe it helps with the comfort level, I don't know, but I just have to mention the comfort level because obviously, like I say, it's my first time trying it. I also noticed that in terms of the colors, a lot of them, the patterns are actually very different. Like I can see the patterns at the bottom, and I can see that even though it falls under the same collection, not necessarily the design will be the same. I'm not sure if it's like this for the other collections that they have, but for this Teenage Daydream one, this is what I noticed. This one is Hazel Heaven, and this one is leaning towards like that grey tone color, and I have to say, I am very impressed with this color. When I put this on, I was like, dang, this looks really nice on me. I do love my gray contact lens, and even though this contact lens really look like quite a bit of contact lens I've tried, I just like the combo of it. I like the stripiness of it, and I like that it's actually like a cool gray tone color. It's not like your usual warm gray tone, dark gray tone. This is actually a cool but dark gray tone, which I think is awesome. So it has this dark gray border on the outside, and when you go in, it's like a cool stony brown gray, and right in the middle is like a light gray. But once I put it all together on my eyes, I don't really see much of that stone, that brownish gray, if that makes sense. It's more of that gray undertone for me, and I really like this, and it does remind me a bit of the HAPAKRISTIN Over Sentimental Grey. Any other comparisons, I'll put it here in this video as well. Second one is called Amber Tears, and this one, just like the description, they say this is a amber brown. First thing I noticed with this is the whirly pattern. Remind me of the OLENS Island collection, where they have all this like wavy texture to it. However, it actually really blends nicely. I do have to say, with this brown, it really feels like your typical brown contact lens in terms of how it looks like on my eyes, and also the color turned out. So I feel like there's nothing special to this. However, let's talk about the design. So this one has like a brown border. When you go in, it's like a yellow tone gold in the middle, and right in the middle, like on the inside, you see some pink specks. But when I put it on my eyes, I don't see that pink anymore. I just see that golden brown look, which looks really nice as well, and the border looks really good. Third one is called Mermaid Bubbles, and I find this really unique because it's a purple contact lens, and I find the purple very unique. Okay, this purple is not like a burgundy purple, or it's like more like a lilac, like this lilac purple. Okay, like I don't often see this kind of purple in the contact lens, or I don't really go for out of unnatural color, you know. But I decided to try this purple because it really attracted me when I looked at it on the website. So that's how it looks like. But it does have this grey border which sort of even out the unnatural side, if that makes sense. Then you go in, you get a combination of purple and peach color, which I think is really unique. And I think the peach helped to like just even out that purple and not make it too unnatural, if that makes sense, because I really like the turnout of this purple. It's so hard to describe this. However, I find this very unique, and it gives you a bit that hazy looking because of that whirly pattern too. Number 4 is my friend's Judy's favorite, and this is Misty Rose. It is a very beautiful rosy pink. I have to say, with this design, it's very different from the other 3 because it has a very thin border on the outside, and when you go in, my favorite color is like this mauvey pink shade, which I absolutely love. And this really reminds me of the Sugar High Christine from OLENS in terms of the design, but the color turnout really remind me of the Vivid Ring pink as well as the HAPAKRISTIN Crush Brown. Because of that pink, it's not unnatural, it's not too pinkish. Because of that mauvey pinkness, it looks so beautiful on the eyes. Definitely give you like that peachy pink shade, which I absolutely love. And if I usually tend to like pink color, but I like those peachy pinks, so this is just perfect. Last but not least is Ocean Express, which is what I'm wearing right now, and it is a aqua blue color. And oh my god, when I put this on, guys, I'm like, oh, nostalgia, okay? Because it really reminds me of a contact lens. I'll try and find the name, I can't remember, but it really reminds me of that contact lens. Is we call it circle contact lens, where it's really big contact lens. I used to wear them, and like it pretty much like ruined my eyes. Like it actually made my eyes really dry. Anywho, I was so obsessed with that because I really enjoyed that dark border. I should try and find like childhood photos, guys, like of me wearing this, because it's crazy. I can't believe I used to wear stuff like that, and it was so massive. So when I put this on, really brought me back to like years ago, okay, like thinking back my teenage years, which is like, yeah. Anyway, I really like this, even though it's very unnatural looking because the border is very thick. It's not your subtle looking contact lens compared to like Misty Rose or like the other 3. This one really has that thick black grey border. Then you go in, it's like a light grey. However, for me, it's obviously like a blue grey tone, and in the middle it's like a blue. So for me, the two colors inside really combine together to create this color on my eyes, which I think is absolutely beautiful, absolutely unique. Like, I did not expect myself to wear something like this. It's been a while, okay? Usually I tend to go for very natural looking contact lens, but when I saw this I was like, oh, I really want to wear more of this, and I'm really glad that I do have, you know, the daily disposable to just keep wearing it, because I find this very, very unique. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to rank this so you guys know which is my favorite and which was my least favorite. But for me, overall, there's no least favorite. I'm just ranking it so you guys know which one I like the most. So my number one would be the Haze Heaven because of the grey. I love the stripiness of it. I love the color turnout of it. It's just beautiful. Number two would be Ocean Express, which is this one. Again, because it is so unique. I love the blue. It's very different from the usual contact lens I try, and I really, really love it. Number three would be the Misty Rose, because this is probably the most natural one out of all of this five for me. I really like this. It would probably be like a very like my go-to type of contact lens where, you know, with a pair with like my usual brown eyeshadow, this is what I would go for. Number four would be Mermaid Bubbles, which is the purple one, because again, I find it very, very special, very unique looking, and I like the turnout of this purple again because I feel like it's really, really unique. Last but not least is the Amber Texas, because like I said, out of all this five, I feel like this Amber Texas, it's very easy to find a lot of comparisons in terms of the design and the color as well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it's a bit long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know down below what contact lens you want me to try from Moody Lens as well. I would be keen to try more out because obviously I'm really new to this brand. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!